Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crypto Scene Investigation, where we have a look at various cryptocurrencies and we ask ourselves, is this really going to be worth investing in? Today we're going to be looking at a bit of an interesting boy named GoCryptoMe. Now, if you guys do like what I do on this channel, please consider liking and subscribing. As well as if you are interested in commenting, please do have a read of that little grey box down the bottom, and we will get started and get going. So, the rank is currently 3,131. The market cap is not currently confirmed. Keep in mind, this is mega fresh. This is very, very, very fresh. So just to give you guys an idea of how fresh this is, I'm going to jump to some stats already. So according to Whois, this website was registered on the 6th of February and updated on the 11th of February. So that looks like that is probably the last time when it has been updated. As well as the actual token itself, or the actual token contract, according to Moonarch, is only 19 days old. So when I say fresh, I mean fresh. So it's currently on the Binance smartchain, and you can see the max and total supply there. I'm not going to read some of these things out. According to how long this has been around for, so it looks like it started at 0.026 and it's currently sitting at 0.1, which is a 4x. But they also had an all-time high at 0.25. So that would have been almost 10x. Yes, so pretty good stuff. So we will be looking at a bit about who the project is soon. They're currently available only on pancakeswap, which sort of makes sense since these guys are majorly fresh. Also, so this is kind of who they are. They're essentially wanting to have their own DAO slash crypto version of essentially GoFundMe or crowdfunding. And they have this pretty nifty little promotion video where essentially they talk about how so they have this kind of truck thing which has apparently been like removed off Facebook pages and stuff, and so they've been trying to have a GoFundMe, but you know, censorship and all that jazz, you know, people don't want to be seeing that sort of stuff. One thing I think, so although the website looks pretty mega clean, you guys can also have a read through some of the problems and solutions by going to their website as well. We won't really be focusing too much on that jazz. We'll be focusing on some other metrics. But yeah, so they do have a white paper which was also released on February the 5th. But one thing which is kind of interesting, so they say about us in articles, but they don't really lead anywhere. They just go straight back to the start of the page. So first of all, I think that these guys do need to work on that. In terms of their community, so on Telegram, they do currently have 21,000 members. And on Discord, they've got 200 and something. Yes. So just thought I'll let you guys know that little bit of jazz. Also, all of these links just purely lead to the things on the page. Doesn't necessarily make it bad, but because this is an extremely new thing, so do bear in mind with anything I say, these guys could be changing the whole entire platform and field from everything which I'm saying right now. Because these guys are so majorly new, then they could just, you know, go and like flip this up and like flip it a switch. Yes, this is interesting. Are these actual? I need money for my work, things like music software and so on. Huh. How long has that been up for? Doesn't say. So so as we can see, things are going very well so far. So this is cool. Help our daughter grow. Like, that's sweet, man. Like, yeah, awesome, wonderful. View on BSC, so we could actually see. So you can literally see on the chain some of those contracts. I guess I feel like that probably has something to do with these bad boys over here as well. But those probably wouldn't be showing up here because they wouldn't really have any sort of tokens at present, but they might Help us rescue, treat, heal, and save kittens every day. Donations to people on Ukraine. Man, some of these are actually, I know that I'm getting distracted by this, but some of these are actually pretty, pretty, cool. Sorry. All right, getting into serious business. So staking, 100% APR. Okay, first of all, just in case you guys don't already know, APR and APY are two different things. So APR is guaranteed, APY is not. The fact that they're saying 1000% APR, that is a massive boy. I paused it, I unpaused it, and then it jumped to 2000. Fabulous. Yes, so we'll continue moving on. And there are some things which we will be looking through, some of these other metrics, the goods and the bads. One of them, their Medium article. This account is under investigation or was found in violation of the Medium rules. That doesn't give us much trust, but we will move on from that. Keep in mind, because they are still mega new, then I think that that's kind of okay. I think that these guys might just had a bit of a rough patch. Like your boy getting banned from Instagram for asking, sorry, not Instagram, Telegram for asking questions. Yes, so in terms of what we can see on BSCscan, this looks legit. This looks very tight. So it doesn't look like these can be rug pulled. Like these are literally tied to smart contracts. But this has the potential to be a rug pull, and we will have a look a little bit deeper behind that. But yeah, pretty much no major wallet contains more than 0.4%. These wallets here, the ones which say deployer, these have the potential to be some level of, like, the guys who deployed this contract could essentially go and sell all of these off, and that might drop the price. So just be aware of that. So although it says 1.5%, it's not really that concerning to me, to be honest, because it's still a very small amount. So let's have a look at what BSCcheck says. So this was from, so this one was done on the 5th of March, and it says, warning, sell tax 15% and buy tax is 5%. So this is not current, because according to the current stats, and I did double check this on honeypot.is, is that the sell fee is currently 10%. So just so that you guys know, although this says 15, they've gone and changed it to 10%. But what does that tell us? It tells us a few things. So when we have a brief look at their white paper, we can actually see they say there will be a 5% fee attributed to each blockchain transaction. This will be used for development, operations, marketing, and legal costs. But as we can see, my precious people on the interwebs, they decided to go with 10%. So they haven't exactly kept to their white paper, and it was at 1.15%, and that 1 point was literally 2 days ago or yesterday, one of those two. So, you know, once again, very trustworthy. Believe everything you read on the internet. Cool, next part. So token owner. Owner's not been announced. That's not exactly too concerning, but we will see possibly on some of these other tabs why that could be concerning. Contract, so it says pink lock tokens. So they say contract, that's fine. So these are considered as dev wallets. And then pink lock, it says, so this was at 96% burned or locked here. However, I think maybe tokensniffer has difficulty picking up, it would have difficulty picking up this wallet there in terms of what is actually locked or contract or what have you, whereas BSCcheck does pick this sort of thing up. So it does say here liquidity analysis, and it says only 91% has been locked via pink lock, but as I say, it could be a little bit more due to it not taking it into account, that jazz right there. So let's move on. Token sniffer, let's have a look at what it says. So no price similar token contracts. Look at that, no similar token contracts. That's quite rare, to be honest, but that's pretty good. But here are some concerning things. So source does not contain so this contains a function which can set a max transaction amount, which could mean a honeypot risk. So in other words, so what that could mean is that because it says that the total supply is 100 million, they could say, hey, you could only sell one token at a time, for instance. So, I mean, they could choose to do that, and that could be possibly concerning, but it's just something to just be aware of, because it could potentially be some level of a honeypot if maybe you are allowed to buy maybe a bunch, but you're not allowed to sell a bunch. But I'm not sure if max transaction actually does go both ways, but I believe that you can set individual, one for buy and one for sell, as we can see in the buy and sell tax. Another one is that it does contain a fee modifier. So in other words, they can go and change these little fees right here, which is a bit peculiar because they said that they want to stick to that 5% according to their white paper. So I'm like, okay, buddy-o, okay, buddy pal. And then so they can possibly disable selling, change fees, or mint new tokens, but we will have a look on Moonarch to look at that a little bit deeper. So just saying, I'm not accusing these guys of being able to do this, but we do know so far that according to the fee modifier, they can change the fees, but we don't know about the mint new tokens thing yet, or the disable selling. And we also do know that they can set a max transaction amount as well. So tokens locked, so they say 81.5%, and then the owner creator wallet, so 1.55%. So pretty much the same thing as everything else, really. Now, when we have a look at some of the liquidity available, it says that there is $345,000 of BNB worth of liquidity on pancakeswap. So first of all, that is cool. That is good. Also, one thing, I don't know if I sort of specified, but anything which is generally under a $100 million market cap is considered way more riskier than other projects. So this is considered more of a low market cap project. But yes, it's not as bad as some which I've seen, but also keep in mind that their market cap is not properly confirmed. So here are some other locks which have happened in regards to pink locks. So expired for 16 hours. So it looks like they did actually probably have a few other locks which were going on at the time. But these are regarding the supply lock. So regarding the liquidity lock, it says that it will be locked for 82 days. And so as we can see from the charts, so I mean, to be honest, it's pretty clean, the fact that, you know, these things are going to be locked for like at least a decent amount of time. So yeah, but one thing which I find a bit random is that it'll be unlocked on the 28th of May. That means that these guys could, you know, get everybody hyped, yeah, you know, crowdfunding, open source, and then they could potentially go and like, whoop, swipe your little coins. Possibly, we don't know that for certain though. I mean, as we can see, the owner does hold these extra bits as well, and so we can see the unlocked and what it says of the liquidity. So it says liquidity is only 2.93%, and keep in mind that is $300,000. So the fact that we have this $11 million market cap, I feel like I do believe that. So set all fees can modify max transaction amount. We do know that jazz. So let's have a look at some of these others as well to see if these are concerning. Set all fees, so I can change the fees. Yes, we have also found that one out as well. So set num tokens sell to add to liquidity, that's fine. Marketing address, locker address. Can change the fees. So set liquidity fee percent, okay, so we do know that. Set tax fee percent, we know that one as well. So I believe that it might be yeah, it's kind of weird, like it feels like it would be a global thing, but yeah, it might only just be maybe the sell fee, which maybe they're possibly changing, because I haven't seen any evidence to show that they have gone and changed the buy fee from 5%. But just be aware of that, jazz. Withdraw foreign token, clear stuck BNB. Okay, so essentially from these other things, there's nothing which is too concerning, although this one, which I have seen this in some other projects, ownable.lock, that could be used to fake renounce. So for those who don't know what fake renouncing is, it's essentially where they try to make it look like they no longer have control over the project or what have you, or they can no longer do and change like those sort of things within the contract, but they can. from my understanding. I might be getting that last part wrong, but we'll check it out, We'll check it out. Yes, so this is kind of fascinating. So the referral UID, sorry, referral URL, not UID. Sorry about that. You can apparently buy a website for like $5.98 and a .com one. So how fascinating. Don't know how much these guys bought theirs for, but we'll move on. So GoCryptoMe, they currently have 33,000 followers, and that is massive. So it says that the user was created on the 6th of February. We won't be able to see the detailed statistics, but we can see a little bit. So for some reason yesterday, they had minus 1,292 followers, which is peculiar, and they've had a few other thousands over the other few days. Daily averages has been 1,000, and over the last 30 days, 34,000. So yeah, don't really know why people just decide to unfollow. But here's something interesting. So let's have a look at the description. DAO operated 0% platform fees and 3% donation fees. 3% donation fees. 3%. I wonder how that works. Maybe I'm just not understanding it quite correctly. Yeah, it's also called GCME, forgot to mention that. So after having a look at some of these comments, honestly, I'm seeing the same thing that I did with the other project from yesterday, where people have this MM. I don't know what this MM thing is. If anybody knows what this MM thing is, please enlighten me. Because to me, it just feels like it's just being spam. Like, they just go hashtag. I mean, usually you'll see this many comments on posts where they are like, go and, I don't know, like retweet and tag 3 of your friends and put hashtag GoCryptoMe, but there's none of that jazz. It's just, I mean, have a look at this. One profile, it's an awesome project, congratulations, it will definitely moon. It's an awesome project, and congratulations to the team for their efforts and dedication, and highly. It's an awesome project, congratulations to the team for their efforts and dedication. It's an awesome project. So honestly, there's no bots here. There never has been. Yeah, always trust every project that you find on the interwebs. No, but on an actual serious note, these just screen bot comments, which probably kind of justifies a bit of the excuse for why when we go to their Medium, it has a 410. So yeah, that's a little bit about what I'm thinking in regards to this. And then you have a similar thing here as well. Amazing and interesting projects looking forward. Amazing and interesting projects looking forward. Amazing and interesting projects looking forward. Wishing with an H. Wising. Sorry, it's not even wishing, it's wising this project successful. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna move on. Okay, we don't really need to look at the others, to be honest, because yeah, it's just a bit trashy. So as we can see, it hasn't been searched. No searches. Last 90 days. Let's check it out. No searches. A little bit of a hill. Oh yeah. Yeah, and then so the last 30 days, a bit of a hill. Hui! Nice and high up the top. So that was from February 28th. We'll have a look at this other thing in regards to the white paper as well. So here's something. This is a thing which I'm uncertain with, and if we could maybe have some clarity from the guys who actually made this, this would be helpful. But they say, so it says NFT holders will be, so this is referring to the DAO, the Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So NFT holders will be able to vote via the DAO when a request is made for a campaign, as it has to be approved by a 55% majority of the DAO. Now, in my head, when I first read that, and this was probably just a bit of confusing wording, but in my head, I was like, 50% of these, like, there's currently 1,500, like over 1,500 addresses. how can you expect all of them to, you know, like vote for things in order for them to work, right? But then I understood it a little bit better, and then I was like, oh, okay. So it says here, once a campaign ends, the DAO will vote to approve or deny. And I was like, oh, okay. If approve, the contract releases the funds. If deny, the contract pushes the funds back to the contributors. But here is another reason for why I feel like this may not be quite successful. So first of all, I just want to say, good on these guys for actually trying to do this, to be honest, because first of all, getting like a project started is mega hard, and the fact that these guys are pretty much, I feel like they're sort of one of the first. So it says the #1 DAO operated blockchain powered crowdfunding platform. So I think that these guys may be like the first ones to actually do this, because I haven't seen any other projects which are also DAOs and also crowdfunding and also blockchain powered. So I haven't actually seen any other projects which do this. So this was kind of cool. So good on these guys for at least trying. Yeah, I think that they can still possibly come around for a future. But one other thing here, and this is a sort of thing where I'm like, maybe if they could possibly change the contract to, you know, like make this look a little bit better. But they say there will be a period of 24 hours for votes to take place. So they have within 24 hours for 55% majority of the DAO to vote for projects. Otherwise, then the funds will be getting pushed back or what have you. I did actually join their Discord group, because remember, banned from Telegram. Rest in peace, your boy CSI. So I did join the Discord group to ask some questions about the project, but I didn't get any response because most of the members are on the Telegram. Those 21,000 members are on Telegram. Somebody please give me their phone number via Instagram so that I can use Telegram again. But anyway, yeah. So. Yeah, I think that they really do need to look at potentially reviewing this. Using this method ensures the GoCryptoMe will not be facilitating unsavory projects and activities. So I think maybe they should be trying to do a new method. If you guys want to know a better method, please contact me, because yeah, I feel like you can probably do it better. Anyway, so here's the question. Should you invest into this project? I don't think it's safe to invest in right now, to be honest. Just from the various stats and things which I've seen. But remember this little bad boy? Yeah, read it and weep, ladies and gents. But yeah, so I think in general, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to jump straight onto this at the moment. We do know that they have been using some sort of bots in terms of the comments. Or at least something along those lines, unless somebody else has hired those bots, but I don't see why anybody else would hire that sort of thing. The actual BSCscan looks tight. Because this is a DAO, we don't necessarily need to see what the team looks like, but it could be, you know, like helpful in terms of us being able to trust the project if maybe we had a little bit of a team tab down here. And hopefully they can get the medium issues sorted, so that would be good to know. But I think just because of some of these other things, specifically that we know that they have actually had the sell tax of 15% once before, the fact that it doesn't quite line up with what they've said on their white paper, the fact that the sell tax is 10%, the fact that their Twitter says 0% platform fees and 3% donation fees. Now those could be different to these fees here. They could potentially be different to those fees there. I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but there's possibly maybe some other minute and smaller details within the actual contract itself. So yeah, and they also have the ability to fake rounds, but I'm not exactly too concerned about that part, to be honest. And the fact that the liquidity lock will only be for the next 82 days is an incredibly short period of time. And we also do not see, and we do not know any sort of level of vesting period. We don't we don't know what is going to be going where. You know, this is a kind of funny / interesting that they sort of complain about Kickstarter. Takes about 5% as a standard fee, as well as a payment processing fee, anywhere between 3 to 5%, and they're sort of using that as like a negative, Anyway, so yeah, I'm not here to just say that these guys are bad, but I do think I just kind of think that they probably should have just been a little bit more, maybe transparent's probably a good word, but a little bit more, I don't want to say certain, but I don't know, assured, maybe sure of themselves before going and saying that, you know, like they are doing only like less things. And also some of the other things which we've seen are pretty sussy as well. But yes, that has been me, folks. Thank you very much for watching this delicious little video. Once again, please do consider liking and subscribing. Crud, press the wrong button. That one right there. And also, if you do want to comment, read that little thing which you see just there. Otherwise, I have also got a Patreon. If you do want to help provide financial support, that'd be fabulous. If you do want to pretty much have guaranteed requests or videos being made of your requests, you can do it here. So you can vote for projects which you want me to do videos on. You can also have fan requests as well as early access, because I generally schedule my videos. So yes, there are some definitely extra positive things. Currently down to 0 patrons, and that is absolutely fine. But I also have other tiers as well. So this is New Zealand dollar. You know what? I'm not going to explain it. It's just going to be annoying. I'm just going to say this is 5, this is 10, this is 20. Cool. Guys, once again, thank you very much for watching. Bless you all. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.